Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Gardener. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. So today I am going to share something that I've seen on Facebook of late, and it is kind of turning into a trend. So I don't want you guys to try that out. So I wanted to make this video so that I have seen a lot of people doing it and posting it on Facebook groups. So I advise you not to do this because it is something that is not going to work out really well. And in fact, you are going to kill those mother leaves or the succulent leaves. Now, what I have seen, I cannot share the image because it has been posted by someone else and I do not have the permission to take the pictures. So I'm just going to reenact what I have seen. So what people are doing is they are taking a metal wire like this and they are making it into a succulent necklace like this. So they are piercing, I'm not going to be piercing this, so they are piercing the leaves into it like this. So what they're doing is they are using a wire and piercing that wire through the leaves and making it into a necklace like this, and then either they are hanging it somewhere. So guys, please don't do this. What is happening over here is the person is using a wire and is piercing those leaves through the wire and trying to make a necklace and then probably hanging it. Now guys, there are a couple of things that can go wrong. One is probably the wire is not sterile, and if you're going to pierce it through the leaves, it is going to lead to a fungal infection or it will start to rot. Apart from that, let's say even if you have steriled the wire and then you're piercing it through it, it is not going to work out because there is going to be an open wound on the leaf. Remember, we have always spoken about this. You need to have a very clean cut. The leaf should be very fresh. If you are going to make a hole through it, there is going to be a rot. Whenever any leaf has got a cut or it has a hole in it, it will start to rot, it will start to shrivel, and it will start turning mushy. Apart from that, you could have probably 1% of chance that they might root and they might put a pup, but when you are going to take it out from this wire, it will again damage the leaf. So please don't get into it. I didn't want to share the image because it's not necessary. You shouldn't do this. So remember, this is not the right technique of propagating your leaves. I know it is very easy. You just put it in and you hang it and then it is going to work out if you're thinking like that way. But trust me, out of most of these will start to turn mushy. They will get rotted either by fungal infection or by rot. It is not going to work out really well. It looks very easy. Just pierce them and then hang them somewhere and it's done. It's not going to work out because remember, the roots require soil at some point of time. You will have to take it out once again, and in that you might happen to damage it further. All you have to do is, you can see my leaves are already starting to sprout without keeping it in soil. They have calloused and they already have roots. Some of them have pups, and these were not even on the soil. They were kept on a dry surface like this, and you can see that they are rooting. They don't have any issues. So a lot of people, what I see, they come up with new techniques. At times they don't work out. A lot of people just make it and share without even giving an update. Most probably they will start to turn mushy and they will start to rot. So please don't use these for your leaf propagation. All you have to do is pretty simple. Just leave them on a dry surface. They will root. They will put out pups. The moment you start noticing there are roots, all you have to do is just go ahead and put it on the soil. And if the roots are present, you can then water the soil. But please don't get into all these techniques. They don't tend to work out really well. Even in nature, the leaves just tend to fall on the surface of the soil, and then that's how they tend to propagate. There is nobody in nature to make a wire like this and pierce them through. That is not how it tends to work. There is a reason why these things don't tend to work out. Now I know why a lot of people are planning to do this. It's because it looks like a fun DIY, but then what is the use of a DIY that is not going to produce you anything? In fact, that is going to damage most of your leaves. So it's pretty simple. Just lay them on a dry surface. Let them callus, let them heal, and once you tend to see the roots, just move them to dry soil. You basically do not need water. You basically do not need to do the water therapy or cutting the plastic and putting them onto the plastic with a bottle of water. You don't need to do all that. It is just too much of work. All you have to do is just leave them on a dry surface. You can see I just leave them on a dry surface, and a lot of times what happens is I just forget about them, that I had taken out the leaves, and when I go to check on them, I see that they already have pups they already have roots. Like over here, this one was completely forgotten. Now, this was a compactum. You can see it has already put out a pup, and this is another one. This is the pink rosa. It also has put out a pup. So it becomes pretty easy. You do not need to get into so much of trouble. Just lay them on a dry surface and that's all about it. But again guys, as I've said this earlier as well, the temperatures have to be favorable. If it's too hot or if it's too cold, then it will harm the leaves. It's best to do it when the temperatures are cooler, when the climate is pleasant, then it is going to work out really well. So guys, I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button, and thank you so much for watching.